Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Heroes of the Storm. Today it is time to play a match with a hero that I usually never play. Let's play some Tychus. And welcome to the Cursed Hollow. Let's say hi to the team and get to our lane. So, we're gonna be playing on Cursed Hollow together with Lieutenant Morales, Sonya, Nazebo, and Anubarak. So double tank right here with 2 damage dealers obviously in me and Nazebo and a healer in Lieutenant Morales. And we're going up against Lunara, Tyrande, Arthanis, Muradin, Artanis. Arthas right there, Muradin, and Artanis. So it's gonna be triple tank versus double tank comps. Actually pretty good for us. I mean, that's not too bad. We'll go ahead and yeah, we'll just go ahead and probably build a lot of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the first armor piercing rounds right here. But anyways, I haven't played this hero in quite some time, and the main reason for that is because I've just been playing other heroes. I don't know, whenever I'm supposed to pick like an assassin or whatever, I generally speaking do go ahead and, you know, play one of the other ones. I'm not completely sure why he's pinging me. Are you okay, sir? His nickname is Problems, so I'm guessing he's having problems. All is good though. But generally speaking, I just simply play other heroes. Now, recently in the sale of all the skins, I did actually end up getting this skin, which in my opinion is one of the most badass looking one. But anyways, I've actually had this skin longer for the amount of time that I've probably played him. It's kind of bad. But anyways, we'll try our very best to do damage here. So we'll go over the abilities that I got in just a second. Oh, Nazebo looks to be falling already. A little unfortunate for us. But anyways, first off I got Overpower. Overpower is a very important ability because it will be the majority of my damage, especially later on. Then I got a, and by the way, that ability is basically just this thing right here. I can use it to hatch onto a target, and I can take him out. I can use that to hatch onto a target and deal damage to him that way. And I can then also follow it up with a W ability. And the W is the frag grenade. I basically throw it on the ground and it bounces enemies around for a little bit. We did have to be a little careful there with that shield regeneration there of Arthas, but it was all okay. Now one thing I can also use is run and gun, and run and gun will automatically, it will basically dash me forward in a very tiny direction. It's not like it's dashing me very far or anything, but it allows me to immediately start firing. So right now I'll attack move, and you can see like it takes a little while for my weapon to really start firing, and if you get the run and gun going, you basically will start firing immediately. And I can also use it to sort of dash forward and, you know, chase the target down a lot more efficiently. So he keeps on being very aggressive to me. I'm not really too worried about that. I'm just simply gonna keep on doing damage to him then as well. That's fine. If he wants to take on damage from the towers, I'll gladly take him out. So it's not so much that this hero is bad or anything. He's very, very powerful. He's just not very common in the competitive scene, and generally speaking, you know, that's the main reason why I feel like a lot of people are sort of overlooking him. We'll go ahead and pick the Melting Point here. I believe Melting Point is a standard pick at level 4. It will basically increase the damage you do against minions and whatnot, so they will take, like, yeah, additional damage over time as well, so you become a lot better at picking up creep waves and all that shenanigans. I do have to be a little careful in case I do get ganked, but yeah, you can see, like, damage-wise, we're doing a ton of it. We're doing a lot of it. I can also change target, by the way, with Overpower, and it does splash damage too. He is so risky. I would have killed him if I didn't actually put my my Overpower a little early. Anyways, looks like the first tribute is available. I'm gonna be heading down, making sure that the entire team is there as well, hopefully. I'm usually the leaking factor at this point. Oh. Actually, I need to go down. Going the wrong way. There we go. So, I've got 2 different ultimates. I think for this specific map, I should go for the laser one. Laser one has killed me many a time, so I think that's a good option. Alright, here we go. Oh, obviously I don't want to fall randomly. Ugh. Yeah, a little bit too far forward right there by me. That's unfortunate. That was actually pretty silly. I am obviously the primary target together with Nazebo and, you know, Lieutenant Morales, but they are both, you know, usually a bit more at a distance, where Tychus usually at the very least ends up being in your face a little bit more. So this is not looking too great, but it looks like I will be respawning immediately. Artanis does end up falling again as well, and our Sonya still up and kicking, killing the Tyrande in the process. Looks like actually their what's her name again? Sorry, I forgot her name. Lunara actually is a little too low here as well. It looks like she will end up taking, well, a lot of damage at the very least. She doesn't end up falling. I probably should just be here. Could have thrown a grenade in the middle lane. I was gonna throw a grenade over here. Push them back. Alright, so very good. We did just hit level 7 as well. I'm gonna go for... I can go for the extra attack speed. I can go for the quarterback as well. But I think I want to go for the first aid. First aid will just allow me to lane a little easier. And since I seem to be the guy that's by myself for the most part, I think that's a little smarter. Artanis is once again joining me in the top lane as well. So this is all good. All fine and dandy. There we go. We'll hatch onto him immediately. He's getting pretty predictable with his abilities, so we'll go ahead and chase him down for a bit. By the way, you do still attack people as well, even though he's not always in range of them, so you do have to watch the numbers and stuff whenever you are fighting someone. Alright. Come here, sir. And the first aid, obviously. First aid can always pretty much use. They don't really have any, like, real ganking heroes. But anyways, so this is where the grenade becomes so much better. I'm gonna drink from the fountain real quick since the new tribute is spawning. Okay. Mounting up. Getting close to it. And Artanis once again actually being a little too close for the enemies. I'll go ahead and once again boost down on him. He seems to be forward very, very often and does end up falling there. Murden as well. Tyrande obviously would be a better target, but Lieutenant Morales is currently grabbing the objective, so I'll just make sure they can't interrupt her. And there we go. We do get the second tribute for ours as well. So that's great. That's very, very nice. Let's continue onwards. Actually, Darlunara decided not to join the fight and staying in the bottom lane. I guess she tried getting additional experience, but this won't help their cause, especially a little bit down the line. Like, they will be in trouble once we hit level 10. From level 10 on, we will get a very powerful ultimate. And the ultimate can either be the Odin, that is basically a Thor. If you played StarCraft 2, you'll know the Thor. It's great. It does a lot, but honestly, the Draken Laser is what I want to go for here. Thought I would have to help out in the middle lane, but... Alright. In the past, the Odin was the obvious choice. Nowadays, especially on maps like this, the Draken Laser is more powerful. Basically, you put it down and it will start attacking heroes that get close to it. And since most of the time the fights here are pretty deliberate, you can like put it up in like little bushes like that. You can do a ton of it. So we did grab the camp in the middle as well. It will start pushing onwards. I'll go ahead and put it down right here. So there you can see the Draken Laser trying to get out of here. I think I will be able to. Alright, I do retarget with it as well over time. I can actually retarget people manually. But that was fine. Okay, Arctis does end up falling. And they did manage to grab the objective, sadly, for us. So that's not great. Looks like they are just gonna keep on going, though. And we can just simply surround them. I mean, this is fine. Well, we can just fight here, guys. I guess we should just leave. There's really no reason to risk this. They're getting close to 10 as well. 10 is obviously the point where they will unlock their own ultimates. And at that point, they do become a little scarier. So I'll head to the middle lane here instead. Looks like I'm once again finding our Artanis opponent. He really likes me. Alright. You can, by the way, dash in and out whenever the... whenever you're using the overpower Q ability as well. So he just takes on so much damage, more than he absolutely needs to. That's fine for me though. That is fine. 18 seconds on my ultimate remaining. There's actually a fight right now in the middle lane. I'll go ahead and see if we can force the objective our way. I may end up falling here, but that's okay. Yeah. Oh, I do end up falling there. I hope we would be able to secure the objective for it. Looks like Darlunara has been traded for it. And do we have an Ancient Spear? Looks like we don't. And actually the slam right there, not quite giving us the victory. Nice web being used actually by the Anubarak player, forcing the artists to basically be out of the battle for a very long amount of time. But the tribute still needs to be gathered. And looks like, well, so far, they're doing quite well. They're doing quite well. Do we have a... yep, nice. We do have multiple interrupts ready to go. I'm gonna be getting back into the fight as well. You gotta keep in mind that my travel time is a little less than Darlunara. Okay, so it looks like there's a sacrifice right there to try and interrupt us for just a second. Definitely not worth it. And we're gonna start pushing. Let's push top. I'm just gonna hit top here. No real reason not to. And this is obviously also where that overpower ability really becomes super good. Can take out buildings with it, can do a ton of damage. I can even put down my laser. You know what? We'll put down the laser here as well. Cooldown of it isn't super long or anything, and if they try and stop us, we will force our way to level 13 either way. Okay. So very good. Pushing onwards. We'll go ahead and pick the lead Rain, which slows down targets. Especially with so many melee heroes, that's going to be great for us. The slow actually does apply over time as well. Like, it becomes more powerful over time. This is very good for us. So we do get the little beam there. That's being surprisingly annoying because I can't really outrun it if I'm slowed down from Cindergrosa, but the curse has ended. It looks like we're going once again back into the battle. Okay, don't really want to get caught by him. Alright. Let's go over there. Someone can help me out? No? Alright, Lieutenant Morales coming in. Sweet. They will be hitting level 13 by the time the next tribute spawns, so that's where things become a little scary for us. We will be at the same talent tier, and obviously that won't really help our, you know, advantage all too much. Once we hit 16 though, we do get a nice power spike. And in general, I would say our composition becomes a lot more powerful later on into the game. Just because Lieutenant Morales will obviously stop running out of mana and all that stuff. Oh god. Oh, nice one. Alright, so the camp pushes. Ooh, and actually the ultimate being popped right there by Tyrande just to keep the team alive. Even though that fight wasn't all that big. I do have my Draken Laser ready to go once again. Alright, there we go. Trying to target down Arthas. Arthas doesn't end up falling, but that's okay. Oh, well, we'll hold down on Tyrande then instead. Draken Laser obviously does need a target, so I keep retargeting with it constantly, but we're pushing very aggressive here. And we're about to hit level 16, so that problem we were having, not anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Stone Skin just in case, just another like survival type ability, as I haven't played this hero too much yet. And, well, damage-wise is not really that big an issue, and they won't fall that quickly anyway, so it's mostly like the sustained fights that we do need to end up winning, but this is a great push for us. Now, sadly, Nazeeba was overextending in the bottom lane, not joining us in this fight. That doesn't help us very much, but obviously he did grab a whole bunch of extra experience, which will mean that we should be okay the longer this fight goes on, because, well, oh, they're taking so much damage at this point. There we go. Great moves. And we may very well be able to kill like a second keep as well if we aren't, you know, if we aren't... Whoa! Where'd she go? Oh, she's wiped. Okay, I was gonna say. Alright, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Alright. Grabbing that tribute under their noses. They did really want to grab this one, but I'm gonna back up here. Need to make sure I grab some extra health. Without health, I can't overpower, I can't throw grenades. And I'm getting out. Whew. No, get out. Whew. No need to risk. Whew. I thought they were gonna risk that boss right there, even though the enemies were coming in already. That would have been a huge risk. Especially because there was a 4v3 at that point, and with the boss in mind, and Lunara respawning, I guess I wouldn't have been there until after the fight had ended. And that could have definitely been a way for them to come back. You know, when you're ahead, you usually want to try and get more ahead without taking any kind of risk. But this is nice. So grabbing the boss will put a lot of pressure on their top lane. And, well, I guess we can push with that, potentially even for the victory. I don't think we need to worry about the bottom lane. They need to worry about our boss instead.
We should attack.
Alright, I'll just walk with the team here though. No need for me to walk by myself. Alright, so this is nice for us. This is really nice for us. You want to get out of there though, Anubarak. There's absolutely no reason for you to be there. Just get out of there. You may check, but why are you checking? Like this, now you're probably gonna end up falling here if you aren't careful. Like face checking with heroes is obviously good if it's done in a safe way. But if you know there's likely gonna be 4 of the opposing heroes right there, you're in trouble. Anyways, I guess we're playing it safe here and going all to the bottom lane. We did just grab the tribute, and we will get another curse going for us very shortly. They will likely be able to kill the tower here, I can imagine. Well, maybe not even. Yeah, they will be able to kill the tower. Try and not die, fort, please. I was talking about the fort, by the way, not the tower. Could have used my my laser to potentially stop that from happening, but honestly, we're still in a very good place, and I like the fact that the team is playing this defensively. Alright. They're probably gonna go ahead and push the middle lane here. They did just hit level 16, so they are gonna be at a similar talent tier as we are. Okay, once again, to run that popping your ult preemptively. Just for them to disengage and fight that really wasn't happening, so that's great for us. I can go ahead and... Oh, well, I can use my my ultimate here, and I'm gonna put it down right here. As much damage as possible here. Retargeting with the laser. Okay, activating my 2 abilities that will keep me alive for longer. And we immediately do stay alive and end up dealing a ton of damage. I think we can just finish the game, to be honest. Just push the core, guys. Just push the core. We don't have to worry about anything. There's only 1 of them alive at this point in time, and they're all a half minute from respawning, so we are in a great place to take out the victory. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this match. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button below the video. And I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to smile. And we ended up doing 41,000 hero damage, just being toppled by the Sonya player.